Welcome back, Real Chip TV, Bird's Eye Breakdown. The Eagles are playing host to the Arizona Cardinals in Week 15. Big stories for this game. Carson Palmer coming back off his ACL injury, much like Sam Bradford. And them also trading for Matt Barkley because they were a mess. When Carson Palmer went down last year,
That's for sure.
Drew Stanton then came in. He did okay.
Yeah.
Gets hurt. And Ryan Lindley coming in that playoff game, he said, how many yards they get?
I think he threw for like 66.
And
so that's unacceptable.
And they made the Carolina Panthers look like the best football team ever when we made them look like the worst team ever. So them getting a little death by getting Matt Barkley, and if we traded a 7th round pick for him. So if they traded a 7th round, that'd be weird. And Barkley, or just take him. He's so bad. Just take everything. We don't want him. No. So if he's on the roster for 6 games, we get a conditional 7th round pick. So got something for nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then we also have Bruce Arians and Chip Kelly, a little rivalry there. Do you want to comment on that?
Yeah, I think Bruce Arians said that in 2013 that he doesn't agree with or think that a college offense will work in the NFL. I think that was a little shot at Chip because he chose to say that leading up to the game. We did win, so the Eagles come out on top in that game. Fast forward 2014, they got the last laugh. Nate Allen gets burnt by John Brown. End of the game. Carson hits them. Game over. We almost had that one, and that was one of those games that if we beat them, we go to the playoffs because it was one game difference between the two teams. So that's why every game matters.
That's last year. Well, we go 0-3 against them. No, 1-3 because we beat the Rams.
Yeah. Arizona. Who's the other team again?
49ers.
We lost to them too.
That was the ugliest game ever.
Yeah.
We scored 21 points in special teams defense.
Didn't move the ball past the 50 until the last drive where we got to the 2 and we couldn't get it in. So, I mean, we didn't even deserve it. But that's a story for another day. Bottom line, Chip versus Bruce, 1-1 since becoming head coaches, and I think this one's going to be the winner take all type.
Winner take all, yeah. Okay, I like it.
Once we see him in the playoffs.
That's going to happen. They can get there. Wild card spot for them. I can see that.
They're a good team.
They are a good team.
They're 8th or so in my power rankings for the Runner Sports.
Okay, 8th. It's just they're a good team. They're in the wrong conference. They're in the wrong division, pretty much.
People were talking about them coming back to the NFC East. They used to be in it, and if they came to us and swapped out like the Redskins or something, balance the power out a little bit.
That'd be interesting. It'd be cool. I kind of like the punching bag Redskins though in our division. It's good to have a team at the bottom. So. That being said, keys to the game for Eagles. What do they got to do?
I believe Arizona's strength is in their secondary. They've got Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu, Deion Buchanan. So they're strong there. You have to understand that they're going to get physical with you, and you have to prepare for that. I think Bradford's got the accuracy to, pick apart any defense if he can stay upright. And again, it's tough to do these game previews, early September, August, July, where we've been doing them because you don't know who's going to be healthy, who's not. So, I'd like to think that, our quarterback's going to be in there making plays. So, he does have that ability, but with our young receiving core, they're going to plan to get physical with us. And I think really the key to the game is going to be running the football, committing to that run. Really making sure, they have a good run defense too. They have a very good defense, but losing Todd Bowles as their D coordinator going to the Jets, that can impact their defense and how they play. But overall, it's going to be a really tough game. As far as them playing good defense, we have to come back with that same mentality because if it becomes a defensive struggle, we want to get, that maybe it could come down to that one big turnover or that one big play on defense. So we got to be the ones that make that play, not be the passive on that. We have to be aggressors there.
I think an interesting thing to note on is this game's December 20th, so like these December games, the weather could be anything. So it could be a blizzard, so you're just going to have to run the ball.
Exactly.
We could have another snowball.
And they're from Arizona, so they don't really want to mess with anything like that. So we could
that would definitely play to our advantage.
Yeah, being at home, we were away at Arizona last year, and the first year we were at home. Being away for the last 3 of our last 4 games, or being home for the last 3 of our last 4 games is very big compared to how much we had to travel last year. and our opponents, and this is one of those tough opponents, and it just so happens that it falls in that last 3 home games out of the last 4. So, and the away game is against the Giants, who I don't really think are that good. So I think that it's going to play to our advantage being at home for these guys.
No, it's nice. We really don't have to travel at all. November 8th, we go to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Then we host the Dolphins, the Buccaneers. We go to Detroit. That's as far as we go. Then we go up I-95 to Boston. Then the Bills come to us. Then we go to New York. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't travel at
Yeah.
all at the end. So that's
going to help.
Yeah, it's going to be huge.
We don't know what Arizona. We didn't really look it up. It doesn't really matter. The bottom line is we're sitting comfortable, and they either are or they're not, and they're coming to us. So
Yeah.
it could be a long game for the Arizona Cardinals.
Definitely. So what do they got to do?
They got to do some of the things I was talking about, highlighting their strengths. Patrick Peterson's a great defensive back. You got to make sure the thing about him is that the argument with him versus Richard Sherman is that Sherman stays on one side of the field, but Patrick Peterson moves and shadows the best receiver. So most likely you're going to see him on Jordan Matthews. We try to match Jordan Matthews up with their slot corners, but that's not how Patrick Peterson operates. He's going to go find the best receiver and he's going to take him out. So whether that's going to be Jordan Matthews or Nelson, Aguilar, or whoever is hot that game, he's going to go shadow him. And I'd say Jordan Matthews. Patrick Peterson's big and physical, so he's got to win that battle against Matthews. And they have to shut our run down and out tough us, because that's what these games have become. Is the Eagles and Cardinals has become a real grudge match type gritty games, and you got to make that one. It sometimes comes down to that one big play. Both times it's come down to one. A couple plays here. One play doesn't win a football game or lose a football game, but down the stretch you make that one big play and it can really put you in a good position. So
Definitely. That playoff game where the Eagles were thrown in as like the 6th seed, and they almost went the whole way, and they lose to the Cardinals at that game. That was brutal. I think ever since then, just that rivalry has been going back and forth. Yeah. So, final predictions for this one. What do you got?
I'm going to take the Eagles. I love this matchup. I love the rivalry that we've developed. I loved being at the first game in 2013. It was a great game. It was one of the most passionate games. That was like the point where I was sitting in the link and I was like, we're back. Like, this is the feeling that I want when I'm at these games.
Mm-hmm.
We're contending late in the season. We're hot. We're making plays. And I think that's going to be a lot of the same feel. It's going to have a playoff-type atmosphere. And I'm going to take the Eagles in a tight one. I'm going to say 26-23. Philadelphia Eagles. Stressful.
I am going to go against the Eagles on this one. Wow. I'm going to take the Cardinals 20-17. And
17.
Here's why. 2017. 17. It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. It's going to be hard. Let me. Here's my theory. Let me break it down like how you do. Okay.
We are the cold birds.
I know. I just think. Listen. Right? I think what's going to happen is we're coming off a bunch of big games. We got Detroit right for Thanksgiving. We got the Patriots and we got the Bills at home. I think coming off all those games like that. I think that there's a letdown here, and then I would rather have the letdown here than when we go to the Redskins and Giants and close out strong. I just see, right now the Eagles only losing 2 games, so I think
so you kind of have to.
I kind of have to like balance it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna lose a couple, so I can see the Cardinals are a tough team.
Yeah, I think they're a tough team, and I think we get the chip on our shoulder, pun intended. Go for it. So that's gonna wrap it up this week. Me and him going against each other for the first time. We'll see you guys next time.